lay out the fourfold interconnected threat that white rural voters pose to the country. First of all, and we show 30 polls and national studies to demonstrate this, so we provide the receipts in Chapter 6. They are the most racist.
But I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
GA teacher's assistant Irami Osei Frampong are spreading rapidly. Frampong, who calls himself the funky academic online, recently commented on Facebook, some white people may have to die for black communities to be made whole, and fighting white people is a skill. This is a confrontation last September between Osei Frampong and then UGA student Andrew Lawrence.
You said that every suburban community in Georgia raises white supremacists. How can you possibly say that?
Lawrence now lives in D.C. and recently posted the video as he called for alumni to stop donating to the university until action is taken.
I feel like the things that he's saying are inciting violence. They invite the idea into people's minds.
Some white people may have to die.
You stick with that?
Yeah, I'm confused on why that's so controversial.
Xenophobic, anti-immigrant, and anti-gay.
Following the atrocities inflicted on Israel by Hamas, the progressive left mobilized their seasoned army of protesters across the globe, waving their flags and holding their signs in support of Palestine. Students, academics, and minority groups stood in solidarity with Islamists in what Sky News All-Stars called
demographic group in the country. Second, they're the most conspiracist group. QAnon support and subscribers, election denialism, COVID.
Hillary Clinton apparently still not over her 2016 defeat to President Trump. She's now claiming the election was stolen from her. Watch this.
I think it's also critical to understand that, as I've been telling candidates who have come to see me, you can run the best campaign, you can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
Why? Now, he's stuttering over his words as an idiot. Nothing that he said is real. You can rig 30 polls to say whatever you want to say. I've traveled all over the country. I've been to rural areas. I've been around a number of white people the last 5 years of my life, and I ain't never had a negative racial interaction with a white person. And I've been to almost all 50 states. I'm starting to say Christian nationalist like it's a pejorative, a negative thing. What you mean? Christian nationalism? Every Christian is a Christian nationalist. But they want to make it into a bad thing. Yeah, we're a Christian nation. We should be a Christian nation. This country was founded on Christianity. Not Buddha, not Muhammad. None of these people. Christianity. Y'all, we got laws and stuff that exist right now, and the greatest things that have happened in this country have been through capitalism and Christianity. Don't believe in free speech. Freedom of press. What are y'all even talking about? What does that look like? They're the main ones preaching free speech. They're the main ones preaching the Second Amendment. These people are nuts to me. They want the president to just do stuff unilaterally. So that means that they want Biden to do stuff unilaterally, right? No, y'all. When Biden's in office, I guess he's not in that fold. Rural people should be okay with everything Biden is doing if they want the president to have unilateral power. Shut the front door. The foundation of this country comes from rural America. Most people live in rural America. In the rural areas are Christian conservative people that uphold the Constitution, that love this country. And this is who they're talking about. This is why they want to create an environment where they can put you in an internment camp. They want to create an environment where they can bash you. This is the same thing that Hitler did in his reputation smear of the Jews. It started with smearing their reputation. Therefore, by the time they smeared the reputation of the Jews, when they would do stuff to the Jews, people were open to it. Yeah, because they're evil. They're bad, right? Yeah, so they taking them and putting them in, they're just making the country better.
Genocidal Palestinian chant from the river to the sea, which of course means eliminate Israel and the Jews. You had these numpties in Melbourne protesting against Christmas.
Idiots ruining Christmas.
President Trump has been pretty quiet this past week, mostly because he's lost his ability to use social media, a decision that sparked plenty of controversy.
My university's police department demanded we either censor our free speech wall or face criminal charges. Morgan Freeman, not to be confused with the actor. I'm from Sam Houston State University and I was studying philosophy. Sam Houston State wanted to, because they have like the trademark Bearcat, Sam Houston State, SHSU, they wanted direct control over any group that used any of those names. And they wanted to be able to go into any social media, so Twitter, Facebook, anything like that, and be able to directly edit content. And no one liked this at all.
Professor of Political Science at the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, Tom Schaller, and journalist and opinion writer Paul Waldman. Their new book, out tomorrow, is entitled White Rural Rage, The Threat to American Democracy.
Instead invited Biden to come back, but Joe's response was off-putting.
Listen, you got to come see us when you come to New York, VP Biden.
I will.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.